What's up there, Misfits? Welcome to Pages of Ascension. Of course, welcome back if you've been hanging out with me for a little bit. This is the Shadowscope for the sign of Leo, okay? So these readings are intended for those who are beginning the process of their yearly shadow work, all right? So as I've mentioned on previous videos, at least for my channel concerning this, if you are digging into shadow work, I would suggest watching the sign that is opposite to whatever sign that you're looking at the videos for. So in this instance, Leo, you would actually be looking at Aquarius's Shadowscope along with their regular reading, 30-day reading, okay? As well as your own, of course. So I do want to give a tiny bit of a disclaimer because these are shadow readings. Sometimes themes and topics can come up that are adult in nature or potentially sensitive or triggering, okay? So if you're not in a space for that type of information, this is a good time to exit stage left, all right? And moving on, let's go over a little bit of fine print, all right? So I am an adult. I do use adult language. Once again, if that's not something you're comfortable with, good time to exit stage left. Probably means I'm not the reader for you. No big deal. Plenty of kick-ass readers here on YouTube. I am sure you can find someone who uses the language you prefer, okay? As far as pronouns are concerned, please go with what you identify as, okay? This is an inclusive channel. And last but not least, if you are looking for a personal reading, you can head to that website at the bottom of your screen. It'll take you to POACreator.com and poke around there, see if there's anything that interests you, okay? All right, so we just gotta get one more card out and we can get this party started. So Leo, as I was tuning into your energy, I started itching again. I'm pretty sure it was y'all in the last 30 day. Okay, we have our third card. The last set of 30-day readings that had me like literally itching all over the place, which was not super pleasant. But that's one of the things that comes with the gift, you know. So this time my nose is very itchy. Let's see what comes up. Oh, well, there you are popping out. This is definitely Leo fire energy. You are very much front and center on your board here. So, I feel like there's something, oh. Okay, Leos, I feel like there's something that you might be rushing into. Okay, and it's, here's the thing. For some of you specifically, this is rushing into some type of partnership, some type of relationship, okay? And things are not quite as they seem, all right? I feel like Spirit is actually encouraging you to take a small step back and evaluate, but let's see what else that we've got, okay? So the theme at play, oh, okay, that's a plot twist, for your shadow season is surrender. So Leos, being the fixed signs that you wonderful lions are, sometimes control can be a bit of a point of contention. I won't say it's an issue, but it can be a point of contention with Leo. So for you to get into the energy of surrendering to something is not necessarily the easiest thing for y'all to do, okay? Now, for some of you, that is, and very well could be, moving forward on some type of partnership. I don't have anything on the board right now suggesting whether it's romantic or if it's business or if it's friendship or whatnot, but I'm sure the Kipper will clarify that, okay? So hang out. But let me show you the cards that I did pull for you, all right? So we've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Four of Wands. And then we have Strength. Now, I love it when the Strength card appears because it tells me that whatever it is that's going on, you have the power to overcome that. But I also don't like it when the Strength card appears because it's telling me that there's something that you need to be strong about to begin with. So let's go ahead and look into the Kipper for clarification, okay? And see if we can get a little bit more information on what's going on. Yeah, it seems like you've gone from either a very long period of non-movement to a sudden burst of inspiration and movement towards something. And to some degree, I feel like it's in an effort to control the speed and quality, if that makes sense, of the situation. But in that same sense, I don't feel like a lot of this might be in your hands. But let's see what the Kipper comes up with, okay? All right, can I get a couple cards for the Knight of Wands, please? We're talking romantic relationship, okay? So we've got official person and marriage. So whoever it is that you are looking to get involved with, whatever partnership this is, romantic, this is someone of high status, high stature. They're very well known in their community. They're very well respected on top of that, okay? Now, the caveat is that this person might already be involved, okay, with the Knight of Wands here. The Knight can be a bit of a playboy, playgirl, play person. I feel like that's a toy of some sort, like a kid's toy, but anyways, it's a little, it's player energy, okay? So with official person and marriage popping up, for some of you, it could be that there is a third party energy kind of at play, all right, in your situation. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that that third party is a person. However, the fact that official person is coming out with marriage, that's more what I'm leaning towards, okay? So, for the Four of Wands, oh boy, it just keeps getting better. Okay, so we've got community and message of concern. Okay. So, you might get some type of communication from someone, and I feel like this is more coming from the community that they're involved in, not necessarily that you are involved in, unless you guys are involved in the same community, that this is the case, that there is a third party and you are that third party in this situation. Okay, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of that news. Yeah, and you've been thinking about this as well. Oh my goodness, that's like 80,000 cards. I'm not taking those. Oh, wow. Okay. You know, even as I was pre-shuffling your cards, Leo, they were just like thing, 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 flying everywhere. So, okay. So for some of you, this is with thoughts and mature woman. You might have seen them with a mature woman, or you might get a message from a mature woman. It's even possible in that when you get this message that comes in about their relationship status, that it's actually coming from the person that they are with, or the primary partner, okay? Now, this is not to neglect that some of you out there do pursue open relationships or practice polyamory, okay? And if that is the case, I'm still feeling like there's some element of secrecy here, that everybody does not know what's going on, okay? Yeah, it's almost like there's some kind of conversation that you have with this mature woman that forces you into a hangman position. Okay, now I'm understanding where that's coming from. So hangman landed for you at the bottom of the deck. So it's like you're ready to rush into this partnership and make a full-on commitment. You finally, you know, gathered the confidence to do so, and then you get this message from the mature woman, and it forces you into a stalled position of not knowing which way to move and what to do. Okay, so let's look at where this is putting you on your path of ascension. Okay, it says there's no place like home. Nestle into the sweetness. So for some of you, you actually may need to go home or spend some time at home. And I would say reflect to try to get a better balance on what is going on and how you should move forward, or even if you should move forward. And for some of you, it's potentially surrendering to the fact that this is not the partnership that you thought it was going to be. That this isn't the person that you thought that they were. And that sucks and can be so incredibly painful to have to go through that. You know, it's a matter of letting your vision clear up by spending time away from this person. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. So the shadow work that's suggested for you for this season is hiding your true self. Okay, so that's interesting because this card talks a lot about not letting yourself be seen. All right, not putting forth the most authentic version of yourself forward to people. And it's possible that in this situation, if this isn't you that's actually involved in another partnership and you have a third party hanging around that you've chosen to involve in this situation, that you may need to be a lot more forthcoming about who you are, what your beliefs are, you know, where things stand. Okay? And that's going to help get you out of this hangman energy, because it is hanging around. The bottom of the deck for me is always kind of the overarching theme, the overarching energy. So with the hangman being there, you know, and I often like to use the story of Odin going up on the tree, or hanging himself up on the tree to seek enlightenment, to seek answers and knowledge. Okay, and it's almost like you need to do something very similar. You know, go home. Like, home is where the heart is. Home is where you feel the safest to some degree, wherever that is for you. I'm not feeling like this is a person. I'm feeling like this is more of a place. And it kind of goes back to that pilgrimage energy that I was picking up for you. Whew. Okay. In that unfortunate events reading from a couple of months back. Okay. So if you have not watched that reading, I would suggest that. You might get some information out of that one, and that was a tough one. But yeah, there's some part of yourself that you're not letting be seen. So I want to pop into the Dark Mirror book really quick, just to get the phase and, the moon phase and the phase stage of grief. Goodness gracious, I can talk. Okay. Acceptance. So that goes directly with surrender. Okay. So there might even be some parts of yourself that you've had a hard time accepting. You know, for some of you, it could just be that you realize that you don't really want to settle down, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. But, you know, it's also important that you let the people know that you're getting involved with, that that's where you stand. Okay? The moon phase for this is the third quarter. So, Leo, what it kind of tells me, there's some things very deep within you, okay, that you're like having trouble reconciling. I would even almost say there's certain things that you have put off going through the healing process on, and now is the time for you to do that. That, at least that's what's being suggested by spirit. Now granted, free will is what it is. You can do what you want. Okay, nobody's making you do anything, but this is what is suggested by spirit. Okay, to do that deep internal work, and be honest. You know, if this is a scenario where this is your married partner, it could be just reigniting the flames with this person again, maybe even renewing your vows, or having the strength to talk about something that isn't working. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the timing for this. So the intention of the timing card, or the moon phase cards, which I'm using here, is to look at if you started the shadow work, you know, this month, today, whenever you watch this video, when you could start to see some changes take place in your life. Okay, because sometimes things can be embedded so deeply that the change we're seeking is not immediate, because the healing that we need to do is not surface, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's take a peek at that, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up. All right, can I get some timing for Leo, please? Okay, new moon in Aquarius. So it says bring love into the situation. So I'm actually not sure when the next new moon in Aquarius is, so definitely, you know, do a little bit of searching for that to figure out when that timing is. I'm pretty sure it's in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, that's when we'll have the next new moon in Aquarius. But if it is this year and you start that shadow work now, you'll begin to see the improvements that you're seeking in your life start to transpire during that time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you so much for joining me, Leo. I hope this video helped. If it did in any way, don't forget to like and share. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, because you have a regular reading coming out as well here in a little while. So I hope I see you over there. All right, and with that, your peace is your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.